I think that this might be our very last chance. So, what am I talking about? Well, I think that this bull run that we're having now, might be the last time that us, or should I say we, as retail, can make the life changing money that we're going to make this time around. I'm talking about the average Joe, right? So, I'm talking about, you know, the plumber, the teacher, the nurse, the average person on the street who put $1,000 or £1,000 in crypto and comes out on the other hand as a millionaire. Now, it was very easy, even though people wouldn't put that much money down on Bitcoin, I don't know, 15 years ago. 10 years ago, 5 years ago, slightly easier. The bull run of 2021 was amazing. It was a millionaire making bull run. And there are people who put in, $30, $50, $100 and became millionaires. And I think that that window is closing for the average Joe with this bull run. Now, there's going to be other bull runs in the future, right? With massive gains. But those gains are not going to be like the ones that we're experiencing in this bull run for the average Joe. Now, the percentages that are going to happen with Bitcoin, for instance, Bitcoin is forecast to be around $1 million, but in like 10 years time, right? Putting down 80,000 now and becoming a millionaire in 10 years is actually not that bad in traditional investment. But in terms of crypto, that's not really anything remarkable, especially if you think in 10 years, a lot of things like meme coins and altcoins are going to pump significantly and vastly outperform Bitcoin if you're buying now, right? But I think that in the next bull run, who's going to make money? It's going to be different people because things would have changed. So what would have changed by the next bull run? Well, first of all, legislation would have changed. So we would have laws that make it less easy, or should I just say more difficult, for the average Joe to put as much money as they want into crypto. Number two, the tax laws would have changed. A lot more of the money would be taxed in the next bull month, in the next bull run. Number three, you're going to need more money to make the same amount of money we're making now. I have tokens in my portfolio that I bought for $10 6-7 years ago that are now worth in the thousands, right? Now, that's nearly impossible now. And when that happens in the future, I'm going to need thousands to make hundreds. Which again, for traditional businesses that have lots of money to invest, that's a good deal. So BlackRock is going to be able to put down $100 million so that they can make $10 million profit, or $100 million so they can make $50 million of profit. Now, for you to make $50 million as an average Joe, where are you going to get $100 million from? You see what I mean? So yes, there's still going to be opportunities to make money in the next bull run, not this one that we're in now. But it's going to be more similar to the stock market, where things rise at a slower pace over a longer period of time. Now, of course, there's going to be other technologies that will happen that will give us that ability to make that kind of money. I mean, before crypto, there was the .com boom, which I was also around for, but I was a student at the time and I didn't have any money to invest. But I was there when Yahoo and Lycos and Alta Vista and all those companies kicked off. I made a lot of geeks millionaires back in the day. I was a bit young. I didn't have any money to invest. I didn't understand investment then. But, I was in the prime position when Bitcoin and crypto kicked off, right? And the people of, tomorrow, a decade from now, because these things tend to happen in decades, are also going to find a new thing that they're going to make a lot of money with. Something that we're not thinking about now. Something that hasn't been invented yet. Or something that is being invented in the universities and research labs of big organizations as we speak. When those things go mainstream, people are going to make millions of dollars. That's not going to go away. Nothing new under the sun. History just cycles. The sun rises, the sun sets, the seasons. People are born, people die, So that's going to carry on happening. But I think that when it comes to crypto, that this may be the last time that the average Joe, the retailer, can hope to make these staggering amounts of wealth. Now, again, you don't need staggering amounts of money to live a comfortable life, to live a happy life. So that's the good news. The good news is that in future, crypto could still provide a way for people to live a happy life, to make a decent living, but not the Lambo life that people are dreaming about, not the generational wealth, not the life-changing wealth that is available to us today. So it's kind of I don't know. I feel grateful to be alive at this time, to be able to participate in this incredible time that we're living in. This is why on a day like today, I look at my XRP portfolio and I look at the upside on that portfolio, and the mind just boggles that there are people around today that don't seem to understand what's happening. They don't seem to recognize that this is a once in a lifetime opportunity. Who knows? They might get another opportunity. Perhaps they're young enough to be here when the next opportunity happens. But this, what we're experiencing now, isn't normal, man. The average Joe, the everyday guy, you and I, we can put in a little bit at a time, especially if you started planning a little while ago. So through the bear market, you were putting a little bit down. It didn't even need to be tasking or complicated in any way. All you had to do was put a little bit down over, the period of time, 2 or 3 years, $1 a day, $1 a day if you can afford it, half a dollar a day, and then slowly but surely it compounds and compounds and compounds, and before you know it, you're thousands in, and then your token rockets up, and all of a sudden you've made a life-changing wealth. The thing is, a lot of us, we have a lot of expenses that are completely unnecessary in our lives. One thing that I did, for instance, when we were in the bear market, even though I didn't really need to, but I just decided to, harness some of the value that was locked in just things that were sitting around the house. I opened an eBay account, for instance, and I just sold off a lot of the things that I was just, holding on to because of sentimental value, or because I just stopped using them. I had like presents that people bought me for Christmas that I never opened. I had, like really high quality shoes, for instance, that I just wore a couple of times, but because I don't go out that much anymore, I don't wear them. Just lots of things that held little bits of value that was just decaying away. Because remember, those things are not appreciated in value unless they're like artwork or gold or silver or something like that. If it's technology, all your second phones, second tablets that are just sitting on the shelf gathering dust and losing value every month, I just decided to pop those things on eBay, sold them out really quickly for less than other people were selling them, and then I put all those little bits of money into the shite coins, the memes, the microscopic cap. Some of them have been rug pulls since then, but you know what? Having an old iPad on the shelf, that's a rug pull. That's a rug pull of the century, because you know what? After a few years, they stop working. Even if you can turn them on, you can't connect them to the Apple ecosystem anymore. Rug pull of all rug pulls. Now you got to buy a new one, right? So I completely emptied my storage of all of those things, sold as many as I could at rock bottom prices so that they could move fast, put the money into shite coins. Now all of those things, all of those garbage coins that I bought in the bear market for absolute pennies, a lot of them are done 100x's, 50x's, all over the place. So now, from just harnessing the value that I had just sitting in the garage, sitting in storage, sitting on the shelf, sitting under the bed, I've been able to, make a little bit of funds that I can now use to do other things. Truth be told, right? If I put all that money together, I could probably get a new car. And had I not done that, all of those things will either just still be in storage gathering dust or be completely useless. So basically, none of this stuff is financial advice. I'm just out here enjoying a beautiful day. It's a gorgeous autumn day today. Look at this park. Looks absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. This doesn't do it justice. It looks so much better in real life. Do your own research and have a nice one. I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Oh yeah, XRP to the moon.